Students, welcome back to business statistics class. So in previous video we had solved 5 problems on binomial distribution. Today we will continue with the problems. So the sixth problem is assuming birth to male and female and birth to female children to be equiprobable, find the probability that a family with 4 children has 2 or more male children. So in this question we want to find what is the probability that in a family with 4 children, what is the probability that there are more than 2 male children. So for this we know now n is 4, but p they have not mentioned directly, but they have given a statement that assuming birth to male and birth to female children to be equiprobable, that is 50% chance is there for the birth of a child to be male and 50% for female. Just like in tossing a coin, there is 50% chance to obtain head and 50% chance to get tail. So we will be taking p as 1 by 2. So in some questions they might give the birth to male child, the probability is 0.4 or 0.6, or they might give even 1 by 2, 0.5 something. So here they have given a statement which states the probability is equiprobable. So in such cases you have to take p as 1 by 2. So now we know x is number of male children in a family with 4 children. If they had asked to find probability that 2 or more female children, then x here it will denote female children. So now we know x follows binomial distribution with parameters 4 and 1 by 2. Once you know the parameters, we can write the PMF. So here PMF is 4cx 1 by 2 raised to x into 1 by 2 raised to 4 minus x, and x takes the values from 0 to 4. So now we want to find out the probability of 2 or more male children. So it is denoted as probability of x is greater than or equal to 2. So if you want, first let us see how to calculate taking the complementary event. So this will be 1 minus probability of x is less than 2. So less than 2 we have 0 and 1. So which is 1 minus probability of 0 plus, p of 0 plus p of 1. So in PMF substitute x equal to 0 and then x equal to 1. So find out what is 4c0 and 1 by 4c0 is 1 by 2 raised to 0 is 1. So 1 by 2 raised to 4, that is 0.5 raised to 4, you calculate. Similarly for the next term, find out. So you will get 1 minus 0.0625 plus 0.25. So simplify, we got probability of getting 2 or more male children is 0.6875. I have solved the other way. If you don't want to take this complement, then directly you can solve. So it is p of x is greater than or equal to 2. So greater than or equal to 2, you have 2, 3, 4. So in place of x substitute 2, 3 and 4, you will get the same answer. So the seventh question is, the probability that a bomb dropped on a bridge hits it is 0.4. 8 bombs are dropped on the bridge. 2 bombs hits are enough to destroy the bridge. Find the probability that all bombs hit the bridge. 2 bombs hit the bridge and the bridge is destroyed. So this is an important question. So here they have given that you are dropping a bomb on a certain bridge and the probability that that bomb which you drop hits the bridge is 0.4. And then they have given 8 bombs are dropped, and also additional to this they have given the bridge will be destroyed when 2 bombs are hit on it. So if we want to calculate probability that all bombs hit the bridge, so here all bombs in the sense how many bombs are there, 8 bombs are going to drop on that bridge. Therefore your n is 4. They have given p to be 0.4. So we have to calculate all these probabilities using binomial distribution. So first let us denote x, that number of bombs hitting the bridge. Therefore x is binomial with parameters 8 and 0.4. So we know to write the PMF, and then let us calculate each sub questions. First we want to calculate probability of all bombs hit the bridge, that is out of x all are going to hit the bridge. So here x is nothing but number of bombs hitting the bridge. If they have given the statement all bombs hit the bridge, then obviously x will be 8. So we have to calculate P of 8. In place of x substitute 8. So find the combination. So simplify, you will get probability of x equal to 8 is 0.0006554. You can approximate up to 4 digit. So next they have asked probability 2 bombs hit the bridge, that is among 8 only 2 are going to hit the bridge, therefore x is equal to 2. So P of 2 you have to calculate, which is 8c2 into 0.4 raised to 2 into 0.4 raised to 6. So 8c2 will be 8 factorial divided by 6 factorial into 2 factorial. So you guys simplify it and the probability will be 0.2090. The third sub question is the bridge is destroyed. So here in the question they have given 2 bombs hits are enough to destroy the bridge. Therefore probability that the bridge is destroyed is nothing but probability of 2 or more bombs hit the bridge, that is x is greater than or equal to 2. When 2 bombs hit the bridge is destroyed. After that, even though you're dropping the third bomb, then the bridge is already destroyed. Even though 4, 5 up to 8th bomb you drop it, the bridge will be destroyed. Therefore probability of the bridge is destroyed is nothing but probability of x is greater than or equal to 2. So here it is necessary to take the complement, because if you are going with the direct method, then you have to calculate P of 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 7 calculations will be involved. Instead take complement, so you'll be requiring only P of 0 and P of 1. So this is similar. Substitute in place of x as 0, in place of, for this term substitute x as 1. Calculate the combinations and do the calculations. You will get probability the bridge is destroyed as 0.8936. I want everyone to work out all these steps, don't just watch the videos. So the 8th problem is, there are 40 boys and 30 girls in a class. 4 students are selected at random. Find the probability that the selected students are, first sub question is all boys and the second one is at the most 2 boys. So in this question they have given 4 students are selected at random, so we got our n, but they have not mentioned what is p. Nowhere you can find the term related to p. But now see what is asked in the question. They have asked to find the probability of the students selected at random are all boys or at most 2 boys. You want to calculate x such that it is related to boys, therefore p also should be related to boys. So to calculate p, what you have to do is, see in the question they have given information that there are 40 boys and 30 girls in the class. So here small p will be for boys, it will be 40 divided by the total strength. Total strength is 40 plus 30, which is 70. If x was related to girls, then it would be 30 divided by 70. So this we got using the probability concept, that is capital P is equal to m by n. I hope you remember this. So this is the total number of observations and this is the favorable number of outcomes. So here total strength is 70 and m is the number of boys present in the class, which is 40. So with this concept we have calculated the parameter P. So you got N and P. So X is number of boys among 4 students selected at random. Therefore X follows binomial with parameters 4 and 40 by 70, or 40 by 70 is nothing but 0.5714. Therefore the PMF is 4cx into 0.5714 raised to x into 1 minus 0.5714 is 0.4286 whole raised to 4 minus x. Here x takes the values 0 to 4. Now we will calculate the probability. First they have asked to find out probability of all are boys, which is out of 4 students, all the selected students are boys. Therefore x is equal to 4, that is P of 4. In place of x in the PMF, substitute it as 4. Calculate the probability, it will be 0.1066. Therefore probability of all boys is 0.1066. Next they have asked at the most 2 boys. So if you remember, when the term at most comes, you have to take less than or equals to. When at least comes, you have to take greater than or equal to. Here they have asked at most 2 boys, therefore it will be probability of x less than or equal to 2. Therefore we have to calculate P0 plus P of 1 and P of 2. In place of x, substitute 0, then 1 and then 2. Calculate it, you will get n all as 0.5727. Therefore the probability of getting at most 2 boys is 0.5727. So that's it for today's class. In the next class I will solve the last set of binomial distribution problems. After that we'll continue with Poisson distribution. So try to solve these problems. If any doubts, you can ask me. So that's it for today's class. Thank you.